Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome in if this is your first time being here. My name is Melissa. This is Empowered Gems Tarot, and in today's reading, we're going to be answering the question, what's the tea on them? As it pertains to this connection. So this reading can apply to anyone in your life that maybe you are curious to know about more. Maybe you're in separation or no contact with this person. And maybe you're just wanting to gather a deeper understanding of what's going on with them behind the scenes as it pertains to where they stand with you and this connection. So keep in mind, it is a general collective reading on YouTube, so messages will vary in how specifically they may resonate with each individual viewer or situation out there. So if anything feels confusing or doesn't feel like it really fits what you know your situation to be, take it as a sign that it's not your message today. Release it, let it go. Understand that sometimes messages are for others out there in the collective. If you guys did want to book a personal reading, the link to my website is in the description box down below. Personal readings can be a great way to get a more specific and accurate read on your own personal energy and situation. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and select your reading for today. If you're drawn to reading number 1, we'll be working with the Wisdom of Pooh Tarot and this rose quartz. If you're drawn to reading number 2, we'll be working with the Osho Zen Tarot and this pyrite crystal. If you're drawn to reading number 3, we will be working with the Good Karma Tarot and this, what is this? It's escaping me. This turquoise colored crystal. I think it's Amazonite. All right, so let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about your person. Think about the tea on them that you need to know. Go ahead and select the crystal or the deck that you feel the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made your choice, you can scroll down to the description box below to locate the timestamp that will skip you ahead to your chosen reading. See you there. Hey group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you guys were drawn to the Wisdom of Pooh tarot deck and this rose quartz crystal, this will be your message. And today we're going to be looking into the topic, what's the tea on them? This can be for any connection in your life, whether it's romantic, platonic, or otherwise, when you're just trying to understand what's kind of going on with them behind the scenes as it pertains to you and this connection that you share with them. So let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to take a look first at the overall energy or the current position that they're in. All right, so we start off here with the 7 of Wands, stand your ground. And then we have cycles, fate, karma, something ending, and something beginning. All right, group 1. So with this person, I feel almost like they have something to prove when it comes to you and when it comes to this connection. And with you guys choosing this rose quartz crystal, this is very much a crystal that is deeply connected to self-love and self-worth. And so I think there's a part of this person that feels like they need to kind of prove themselves out of self-love, right? Whether this is them standing up for themselves or standing their ground on a particular opinion or matter, it's about them advocating for their worth. And it's possible that this is a part of something that's more of a karmic lesson for them, or maybe there's been like a repeat cycle or pattern that they've been experiencing that this connection mirrors, or maybe it's a dynamic within your connection that's a cyclical dynamic. And I do feel like this person is wanting to have a fresh start, okay? So there's something about them standing their ground, advocating for their worth, standing up for themselves. That's a part of them, I think, closing out a karmic lesson here. Okay. Let's keep going. Group 1. What else, Spirit, can you tell us about the tea for group 1's person? What else can you tell us, please, Spirit? What is the tea on pile 1's person as it pertains to their connection with them? right, we've got the 9 of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. And we have the 9 of Swords as well. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. I'm sorry, no. What is this? The 9 of Pentacles. Sorry. This deck is different than the traditional tarot. So let's keep looking. I'm going to pull some clarifiers and then we'll get into the nuance of this. Lots of number 9s coming through, which is interesting. And the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, and the 9 of Pentacles. And so I definitely feel like there's something about this person's independence that's really important right now, both emotional independence as well as financial independence. And there's also an element of them with the number 9, again, closing out some sort of a cycle or a chapter, pushing through to the end of some sort of lesson for them. Okay. We have work. We have obstacles. And we have control with spiritual growth here at the bottom. So yeah, there's definitely a strong tie, group 1, to like a spiritual connection that you share with this person, or spiritual growth that this person is undergoing, like learning and expansion of the soul through this connection. Okay. I definitely feel like this person is focused on themselves. So I think if you guys are wondering like why they're not being reciprocal right now, or why they might not be as open with you right now, it's because out of like self-love, this person is choosing themselves right now. So with the 9 of Cups, I almost feel with work, like this person is focusing on emotional fulfillment at work. And something that I think is kind of interesting here is like, I'm looking at how it's almost like Winnie the Pooh here has all of his honey pots and he's like inviting Piglet in and saying like, look at what I've done. Look at what I have here. Like this person takes a lot of pride in their work. And I think that they take a lot of pride in their accomplishments. And I don't think that they're fully like closed off to sharing in those accomplishments with you or showing those accomplishments, or, you know, like there's definitely something about them being proud of the work that they've done. And I think for a lot of you guys, this person, they could be getting something that they want right now when it comes to their career or college or education, right? There's the 9 of Cups is like that wish fulfillment energy. So this just looks like somebody who's more focused on what is going to make them the most fulfilled in their career at this time. It doesn't feel like a braggy thing, right? But it's like, what I'm getting from this energy when I'm looking at these honey pots is like this person wants to feel like whatever they're letting into their professional world is worth it. Like, how is it going to add value to what they've already done? Right? And so if you guys, again, are questioning like why they're not maybe as receptive to you, because I do feel with this 7 of Wands, they may be keeping you guys at arm's length a little bit, right? I don't think it's just like this person, they want to make sure that whoever they're letting into their space is worthwhile and that it aligns with the value that they've already created for themselves. And it makes sense, right? Because both the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups, they talk about someone who is both emotionally and financially independent, right? They are fulfilled with meeting their own needs. Like they have everything that they need to feel happy, comfortable, safe, accomplished. And so they can be a little bit more choosy and selective about who they're bringing into their inner circle. And I very much see that this person is in that space right now. When it comes to their emotions toward you, group 1, with the Ace of Cups in reverse and obstacles, I feel like this person's heart is a little bit blocked right now. Their emotions are there, but they are suppressed. And Again, this could have to do with self-love or self-worth issues, but it could just also very much be about the fact that this person is keeping you at arm's length at this time, or just focusing on other things at this time. I definitely think with this Nine of Swords, they do still ruminate over you a lot. So I don't want you guys to come away from this reading thinking like, they don't like me, they don't care about me. I don't think that's the case. But they, I think a part of the reason why their heart space is blocked when it comes to you is because I think this person has been spending a lot of time overthinking things or feeling anxious about this connection or fearing the worst about this connection. They may have even been dreaming of you, group one, or had dreams about you. And I feel like they're sort of like standing their ground and standing up for themselves and focusing on their own fulfillment. It's really about them trying to reclaim a sense of control over their life and control over the situation. It's like taking back their power and agency within the situation that they maybe had given up before. Okay. So let's keep going, group one. Just get a few more cards here. What's the T, Spirit, on group one's person as it pertains to their connection? What is the T on group one's person, please, Spirit, as it pertains to this connection? We have visionary, feeling hopeful and empowered, thinking positively, moving forward, beginning to think about or planning the future with imagination or wisdom. Yeah, like this person, I think, has recently accomplished something in their career, group one, or they're feeling really good about where they're at when it comes to their, financial prosperity, their emotional fulfillment with work. This person right now is very future focused and very future oriented. They're feeling really good about their career right now. Yeah, I feel like they're in a very free, very happy, uplifted space. Okay. We do also have deceit, though. This says actions does not match their words. Living a lie, won't even admit to themselves. Pretends their feelings for you does not exist and is dismissive of you. So that kind of lines up well with that Ace of Cups in reverse, you guys. And with the Nine of Swords, it's not that they don't have feelings. It's just that they're pushing them down. They're suppressing their feelings. I think this person may see that there could be too many obstacles, or they perceive that there are too many obstacles in the way. And so they sort of pretend or wear a mask and act like they don't feel something for you when actually they do, if this is romantic. Now, this is a platonic person. It just kind of speaks to them wearing a mask and not being the most emotionally open with you at this time. And it's not that they don't care. I think with the Nine of Swords, they are deeply affected emotionally, and yeah, they're deeply affected by you, but I don't think that they want to show you that. And as I'm parting the deck, I'm seeing unbothered, right? So it wouldn't surprise me if they have like a very calm sort of exterior presence with you. It's a mask. There's definitely more beneath the surface. Okay. What else, please, Spirit, for group one? What's the T on their person as it pertains to this connection? We have obsessive lover. You see what I'm saying? Dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessiveness, and karmic. Yeah, so with the Nine of Swords, they're definitely obsessing over you. And again, whether this is platonic or not, they're thinking a lot about you. This definitely feels like somebody who's very concerned about their reputation, group one, at work, because career, it seems to be something that they're very focused on at this time. Yeah, see, they're getting the scoop on you. They're watching you from a distance, probably watching what you do more than you realize. But, they're wearing a mask outwardly and trying to act like they're not bothered or that they don't have emotions or feelings for you when they really do. And they're doing a lot of obsessing and rumination behind the scenes here. So this is what I see, group one. Comment below. Let me know kind of like what's been going on with this person and what the dynamics of your connection have been. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next reading really soon. Bye. Hey, group two, welcome to your reading. If you guys were drawn to the Osho Zen Tarot and this pyrite crystal, this will be your message. And today we're looking into the T on the person on your mind as it pertains to this connection. So this can be for a romantic or platonic connection or any connection on your mind where you're just trying to understand sort of like what's going on with them. Why are they acting the way they're acting around you at this time? So let's go ahead and jump in to their current position toward you. We have the sacral chakra. And we also have air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, so group two. The sacral chakra coming up here has to do with things connected to our emotions, our creativity, desires, even sexuality, right? So this person could be in a position where those are things that they're connecting with you at this time. Something that's coming up for me as I'm tapping into this energy with air being here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, I feel like this person might struggle when it comes to emotional expression. I feel like maybe they intellectualize their emotions or their creativity or their sexuality, and that could be something that's coming up that blocks forward movement in this connection. Whereas like for others of you, this person may want to talk to you about these topics because, you know, air energy has to do with our thoughts, also has to do with our communication. So let's see. What's the T on them, Spirit, for group two's person? What's the T on group two's person as it pertains to their connection, please? What's the T, please? We have traveling. This is the Eight of Wands. We have patience, the Seven of Pentacles. And then we have a Judgment, Beyond Illusion, and we have the Devil, conditioning here at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let me grab some clarifiers here. What's the T on group number two's person as it pertains to this connection, please, Spirit? We have union. We have true love. Okay. And we have wallflower with mature woman here at the bottom of the deck. So what is happening with them behind the scenes? I definitely feel like for a lot of you guys, this is not a platonic connection because we have a lot of messages connected to romantic love and marriage. But even if this is someone that you're watching for that is platonic in nature, there's definitely something here about partnerships and commitment that is significant to what's going on with them. So the sacral makes a lot of sense, especially coming up next to this Eight of Wands, because the Eight of Wands tells me that this person has a lot of passion for you. Now, the Eight of Wands is an energy sometimes where it can be a fleeting passion, but it's paired here with union, serious relationships, marriage, and partnerships. So I feel like even though this person has a lot of passion for you, group two, intellectually, they do put you in this sort of category, right? Where they see like you're somebody that they could be in a serious relationship with, or that they could commit to in a partnership, even if this is like a platonic, like a business arrangement or something like that. The Eight of Wands sort of talks about someone wanting to rush towards us. And this card in particular talks about traveling. So I feel like this person might be perceiving that they have to either physically travel to you in order to foster this level of commitment, or they may feel like this level of commitment is a bit more aspirational, like it's at an energetic or physical distance from them. Because I'm kind of drawn to the sun, which kind of reminds me of this, right? Like there's definitely something about you that pulls on this person's attraction and emotion. They feel very pulled to you. But I feel like intellectually they're saying this is at a distance for them. Like this will come in time, or this is like a long-term sort of aspiration that's going to require me to actually physically move in some capacity. And so when we come here to this Seven of Pentacles, this is all about, the key word literally being patience, right? And that's kind of the essence of this card. It is this energy of understanding that we've put in a certain level of investment into something, but it's not quite ready to be harvested just yet. And I feel like that's really embodied here by this pregnant woman. Maybe for some of you, there's pregnancy literally connected to this. But I feel like this person does have a lot of love for you. I do think that they have genuine feelings for you. But there's something about this connection right now for them where they feel like it's not the right time, or more time is needed for things to really like fully incubate here. So it's interesting because like typically this card indicates rushing towards someone, but I feel like with some of the other energies I'm seeing, there is this energy of distance or patience or like time, more time being needed here. And so with Judgment and the Wallflower coming in, this is interesting as well, because this tells me that your person is sort of at a crossroads. Judgment is about whether or not we want to give something a second chance, or we want to renew it or take it to the next level of commitment. And I feel like this person has a little bit of self-limiting beliefs that could be blocking them, or that could be imposing some of this perceived time that's needed or distance that's involved, right? I feel like this person right now is sort of in a space where they're leaning back and observing you, or leaning back and watching, and they're being a little bit shy about expressing, right? Again, with the sacral, remember I was getting in the beginning, this person has trouble with emotional expression. They intellectualize their emotion. I feel like I see that here where they're a little blocked off when it comes to, the confidence to talk to you, or the expression of how they're really feeling deep down inside. And I think a lot of this, you guys, with the Devil here has to do with their conditioning, their upbringing. When I take a look at this card, we see this lion in the midst of all this sheep. And it's like, there's sort of like this energy of, the natural impulse. This person has been tamed to restrain themselves. You know what I mean? Or maybe for some of you, there is like a perception of temptation here when it comes to this connection as well, because the Devil can talk about temptation. And I see that here, right? Where it's like, typically this is a predator to these lambs, to these sheep, right? But he's kind of like holding himself back. He's bound, he's tied from being able to act on it. And so there could be an element of that that's at play here as well for some of you. This person could be this energy of the mature woman. This could be how they view you. For some of you guys, I feel like if this is a third party energy, like where this person has things in their life that restrict them from being able to come toward you, this could be like their partner, but it's a socialite, connector, high society energy. So maybe that's how you guys know each other, is through some sort of like social network or social connection or social friend. So let's keep going. Group 2. What is the T on this person as it pertains to their connection with group 2, please, Spirit? Yeah, it's almost like they would prefer an honest connection with you. And I just kind of wonder right now if there's something about their circumstances with the Devil that prevent it from being fully clean when it comes to you. Let's see. We have the runner, afraid of doing the work and selfish, fears change and the unknown, afraid of intimacy and unawakened, doesn't feel worthy of your time and energy, needs constant validation. Very interesting. Yeah, I think this person is trapped in some circumstances where they may not feel happy, but it's the way they've been conditioned that they have to stay in this. I also think that this person does struggle with self-worth issues, especially with this limited potential with the wallflower. It's like they see you as something that feels very aspirational, that they don't feel like confident to fully open themselves up to. And I wouldn't be surprised for a lot of you guys if this person has bolted, or if they've ghosted you, or that you've had like some moments of closeness and then they're out. Because again, that's very much the energy, the Eight of Wands. You can get like wrapped up in this really passionate chemistry with someone, but then sometimes it can fizzle pretty quickly. Let's see. We do also have fateful encounter, impossible to avoid, big impact on future, questions your belief system, important life-altering event. Maybe a pregnancy or something happened for some of you guys, because I could see that, literally in the cards, and that would be an important life-altering event. Maybe for some of you guys, you had a child with this person, or they've had a child recently, something like that. But this card really just talks about like this connection is fated, or that there's been some sort of fateful incident between the two of you that has really challenged this person's belief system and altered the course of the direction that they thought that they were going to be going in. We do also have free will. This says independently taking action regardless of effects, having the capacity to make their own decisions without constraints from others. I think that's a big issue, because I feel like whoever this mature woman is, whether it's you or somebody else, it's like there's something where they are tied or bound to something or someone else outside of themselves, where this person, I think, really desires to be able to do what they want to do when they want to do it, but there's something blocking them, whether it's like a situation, whether it's like a third party energy, whether it's just self-limiting beliefs. Something is blocking them from realizing their full potential and acting on their free will. So let's get a couple more. Group 2. What else, Spirit, does Group 2 need to know? What's the T on this person as it pertains to group number 2? Fishing for comments. Yeah, they're insecure. It's like they need some sort of verbal reassurance from you, right? Needs constant validation. They need some sort of verbal reassurance from you to feel comfortable to approach you. Group 2. And then we have romantic love affair, sex fix, and secret lover with dirty offer. So yeah, there's, like I was saying, I think there's something about the situation with the devil that's not fully clean for them. And so it explains a lot of like why we have this runner energy, why they're kind of restraining themselves or constrained in something. But they definitely view you like this is the Eight of Wands for real. Like, and maybe there was an element of this connection that was secret because of this person's circumstances here. But if you guys are like asking why they've bolted, or like why they're ghosting, or why they're in and out, it's like it all comes down to like this person's circumstances not being like the right time to really act on something, and their own sort of like insecurities and self-limiting beliefs. And the other thing I'm going to say too, guys, is like if this person is married or in a relationship with someone else, the way they're showing up with you in this runner is the same way they show up with whoever they're committed to. This person has deep insecurities, right? And I feel like they're not necessarily doing their inner work. They're running from themselves. They're running from that inner work. When people seek validation outside of themselves, that is a sign that we need to do some inner work. When people seek connection outside of the current connection they're in, right? That's more of a sign of inner work that this person needs to do than anything with you or whoever they're actually in a committed relationship with, or vice versa, right? So just food for thought. I do think this person thinks about you a lot. I do think that they view you with passion and love and chemistry, but they're kind of shy about making any big decisions right now as it pertains to this connection. And I think it's tied to their conditioning, maybe a third party, and their own self-worth issues and self-limiting beliefs. So this is what I see, group 2. Comment below. Let me know what's been happening between you and your person. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next reading soon. Bye. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you guys were drawn to the Good Karma Tarot and this Amazonite crystal, this will be your message. And today we are looking at the T on your person. So what is happening with them behind the scenes as it pertains to you in this connection? So great for any of you guys that are wanting to know sort of like why someone might be showing up with you the way that they currently are at this time. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in, group 3. Starting us off, we've got the third eye chakra. We have health. Health issues could arise. And we have love spell. You've been bewitched. Okay. Okay, group 3. So where this person stands energetically with you at this time, I do feel there could be something about the situation that they're not fully seeing clearly. The third eye is about our psychic sight. It's like clairvoyant energy. It's being able to see things clearly as they are versus a projection of what we wish them to be. And with this love spell energy coming up here, I do feel like this person might be sort of projecting something onto you or not seeing you fully clearly. Now, for those of you where this is a platonic person that you're asking about, that's all it means. It's like there's just something they're not seeing clearly when it comes to this connection. For others of you, if this is someone that you're romantically involved with, then take it literally, right? It's kind of like this person is bewitched by you. They're in like Delulu land, right? I'm wondering if this person is also going through some mental health challenges as well. Like when I think of a third eye that's not balanced, I think of like anxiety, right? So this person could be dealing with some mental health issues, or maybe there are some health issues in general that they're navigating through. So funny, you guys. As I'm parting the deck, the 9 of Swords comes up. So yeah, I think it probably is connected to mental health, or maybe they're just having some anxieties about their health in general. But let's see what else we need to know about them when it comes to you. What is the T on group number 3's person, please, Spirit? As it pertains to this connection. We've got the Magician. We have the King of Cups in reverse. And the 2 of Cups. And the High Priestess reversed at the bottom. So yeah, their intuition is blocked. They're not trusting their intuition as it pertains to this connection. And I feel like a big issue that I'm seeing here is with this King of Cups in reverse. I think that this person is struggling with mastery over their emotions. I think that they are more affected by this connection than they're letting on mentally. So let's get some clarifiers and then we'll jump in. What's the T, Spirit, on this person as it pertains to their connection with group 3? What is the T on this connection? We have union. Okay. We have career. Do you guys work with them? My throat is getting really tickly right now. I almost feel like this person wants to communicate with you, but they're like struggling. Something is blocked. So here's the thing, guys. This person feels a really strong pull towards you with this soulmate energy, right? They see your value with this true gem being here, but they're not trusting it. I think they're not trusting it all the way for some reason. This person feels like emotional harmony and resonance with you, but we have obstacles here, blocks, pathways, and delays. So something about the connection, it's like even though they feel it with you, it's like there's something that is in the way of them being able to realize this connection for what it is. Again, they're not seeing it clearly. So I don't know if it's that this person is like bewitched by you and they have a thing for you and they're not acting on it, or if there's some sort of blockages that they're ignoring, right? But there's definitely something about this where they're not seeing it clearly. They're not seeing it for what it is. They're projecting either obstacles onto you that aren't really there, or there's something going on within them where like they don't feel like they can go about it the way that they would like. Something's in the way of this Two of Cups for them. I feel like this person is really impacted by how they do in their career, right? Maybe you guys work with this person. The King of Cups can be a leader who is usually more compassionate, right? A very supportive, empathetic, compassionate leader, but it's here in the reverse. And so I wonder if this person is feeling sort of affected by their career at this time. Maybe something's not going well for them at work, or maybe they're not feeling as fulfilled, or like they're getting the success or recognition that they would like from work. There's just something that's out of whack with them emotionally when it comes to their career. But there's this desire with this Magician and this Union energy to call this connection in, right? So the Magician is manifestation energy. There's creative energy here as well. I think if you guys do work with this person, they view you as being very creative and very inspiring, and like you're someone who knows how to generate and get things done. I think there's a part of them that's very inspired by you and your creativity and your skills that you bring to the table. There's this desire to manifest you back in, or manifest you in to partner on something potentially here. And even if it's not work related, it's like they want to manifest partnership with you, whether this is romantic or platonic. So let's see, what else? What is the tea on this person, please, Spirit, for group 3? We have sentimentality, having a hard time letting go, examining photos and thinking about the past, strong emotional feelings while thinking about memories. Maybe this person is sort of idealizing like a past version of this connection, or a past version of you. They feel really like connected to something from their memory with you. They want to talk to you. I feel it in my throat. Then we have ghosted. Unable to confront feelings or what they're feeling. Makes sense with that King of Cups reversed. Wants to avoid conflicts, explanation, and self-introspection. Convenient to run instead of facing the other person's reaction. Look. They really felt like you guys were a power couple. Like that you guys were just really good together. But it feels like this person and their inability to like express themselves clearly, their avoidance, like their inability to deal with their feelings that they have for you or whatever it is that's going on, that's blocking the two of you from being able to come together in a harmonious way. So if you guys are wondering like why this person has ghosted you or why they're not like communicating with you, they have a lot of big feelings that they are very uncomfortable with expressing. They don't know how to control it or contain it. I also feel like this person is a little bit ashamed of something. And they want to avoid conflict. I mean, that's what people do when they ghost. It's like a lot of times it's just easier than to actually confront the other person or to hold themselves accountable to where they've fallen short. You know what I mean? Or sometimes they don't want to hurt the other person's feelings. So it's like at the heart of it, ghosting is just like someone who's kind of cowardly, you know? They don't want to face whatever uncomfortable conversation that they know that they should have. Wants you back. They miss you a lot. Makes sense with that magician. Look at this into you. Dust it off. Yeah, it's like I think that they want to just be able to come back in and just act like everything's fine. You know, I think of the song by Aaliyah. It's like if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. But I feel like this person ghosted you, right? And I feel like with this magician, they're thinking a lot about the past and they wanna come back because they miss you and they miss what you guys had in the past. But I just see a person that doesn't really have the capacity to be able to like have an honest conversation with you. I feel like they have a lot of shame as it pertains to this connection and the way that they've handled things. So this is the tea on them, group 3. I think that they want to come back. I wouldn't be surprised if they're finding a way to manifest you back in. If they ghosted you, just know like it's not because they don't care about you and they don't have feelings for you. I think it's just more about their inability to deal with what they feel with. So this is what I see, group 3. Comment below. Let me know what's been happening with your person. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next reading soon. Bye.